My name's Dave. Before you get any ideas about me sneaking around in the woods, I would like to inform you that I'm not really here. You see, this is 1999. These are my newly married parents, and I've just been conceived. The wedding was today. The honeymoon was supposed to start in a quaint little town in New Harmony, Indiana. As you can see, they decided to start the honeymoon a little early. So you're probably asking yourself, what's he doing here? Let's just call it some background information. You see, the car is still around, 21 years and 250,000 miles later. It's mine now. The car lasted, the marriage, not so much. I haven't heard from my father in 12 years. Not a word. Not a dime from child support. Oh, and that's the setup. So, after the opening credits roll, I'll see you in the present day. Oh, and don't worry about this whole annoying talking to the camera thing. I'll be done with that. Places to go, people to see. Come on, baby.
You know this isn't safe.
Yes, you're right. It's unsafe, it's old, it's ugly. But it's mine.
Well, it's supposed to rain later, so if you break down, you're walking.
All right, love you too. Come on, baby, come on. Here we go. Oh, you're killing me, old red. Hey, what's up, man?
All right, no more stalling. What's the plan?
What?
Fall break. Your 21st birthday. You have to have a plan.
I don't have a plan.
All right, no, allow me then. So we get to Destin. You turn 21. You buy the beers. And, we're sitting on the beach sipping a cold one, talking to girls.
Okay, and how are we supposed to get there?
That's old red. Look, this car will run forever. It's like a national treasure.
My mom thinks it's unsafe.
Yeah, that's what mothers say, especially when their son's headed to Florida.
No can do.
All right, no, it's your choice, sure, whatever. Okay.
But I do have an idea.
Yeah, what's this idea?
I'm gonna need your help.
And you always need my help. Just tell me what's up.
Come inside, I'll tell you.
Hey, facilities are for customers only.
Why don't you keep your eyes on the road and drive?
Hey, boys.
Hey, Lynn. You look awfully pretty today.
Oh, I'm a mess, but thank you, Zeke.
Oh.
Wait, shouldn't you boys be headed off to work?
Yeah, but I actually have some news for you.
I take it this is about your birthday next week?
It's his 21st birthday. Then he's legal.
This is about my 21st birthday. Since Zeke and I took the week off for fall break, we were thinking we could go up and just hang out at Deem Lake.
All week?
Well, we'll leave Sunday morning and then be back on Friday.
So you don't want to spend your birthday with your mother? I'm kidding. Who wants to spend their 21st birthday with their mother? Nobody.
Well, thanks, Mom. We have to go.
Well, hang on. I guess I'm gonna have to give you your birthday present a little bit early now. An oil change for old red and for almost new tires.
Thanks, Mom. All right, Zeke. We have to go to work.
Wait, so New Albany, Indiana, to Los Angeles.
Yep.
In this beater. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and Marilyn's gonna be mad.
It can't be helped. I have to do this.
But why?
How long have we known each other?
Since freshman year of Jeff High, like 6, 7, 8 years.
Okay. And what do you know about my dad?
I mean, what you told me, that he divorced Marilyn 12 years ago and you haven't heard from him since.
Well, I've been begging my mother for years to tell me what happened. A few months ago, she finally did.
So you want to know the whole story? Well, I guess you're old enough to hear it now.
Well, maybe not the whole story.
Oh no, you've been on my ass about this for months, so here it is. I met your father in 1998. At that time, I was the daughter of a wealthy business owner, and David was a dreamer. It's been more than 20 years since then. A lot has changed. You only know Poppy and Graham as nice old people who live in a modest condo. But over 20 years ago, they were rich.
Rich? What happened? Turns out my mom's parents were rich. They didn't like my dad, of course. Thought he was a bum. Guess they were right.
It's harsh, man.
So, my mom and dad get married anyway. I guess my grandparents came around, and they gave this car as a wedding gift to my mom.
So, they got over not liking your dad?
Not exactly.
When we got back from our honeymoon, I was already pregnant with you. We were living in David's apartment in Louisville, and my dad was not happy with that arrangement. So Mom and Dad bought us this house, and we moved in a month before you were born.
Bought it. Like with cash. No mortgage.
Yep. Your father acted all offended that he had to move here, but I knew deep down he liked the nice house, the new car, and the money my mom gave us.
And Dad didn't work?
Not much. He dreamed, he schemed, he worked a little, but not full time. So we still had to pay for health insurance, and soon my savings were all gone. When my mom found out that our health insurance had to be paid, she started giving us money for our bills, and when David found that out, well, he stopped looking for full-time work. He just dreamed and schemed.
You don't have to tell me anymore.
Oh no. You wanted to hear this? You get to hear it to the end.
So when I was around 7 years old, there was this financial crisis thing. My grandparents lost almost everything. When my grandmother couldn't send my mom money anymore, my dad had to get a job. That didn't last very long. And by the time my 8th birthday rolled around, he was long gone.
And you still want to meet this jerk?
Meet him, maybe punch him in the face, maybe just call him an asshole, I don't know.
Honestly, I thought you wanted to have your first legal beer with the guy.
Who says I can't do all of that?
I just can't believe we found him when Marilyn never could.
Yeah, a wife, a home in Los Angeles. Real stand-up guy. I wonder if they know about the mess he left behind.
Thank you, sweetheart. So, faced with the prospect of having to earn a living to support his family, your father divorces me, takes off for California, never to be seen or heard from again. He wanted to take the car, but my father chased him off. Now that car's yours.
Well, you say you've never heard from him, but what about when he paid child support?
Child support. Yeah, not a dime. Not once. Just you and me, kid. It's been that way for 12 years. That's why I had to leave you with your grandparents all the time. Look, I know you have these romantic ideas of the life your father has lived for the last 12 years, but let's be clear. He took what he could, and he left us high and dry. And there is nothing romantic about that.
You didn't even try to contact him. Not even for the child support?
After a while, I didn't want or need his money. And I sure as hell didn't want to find him.
Let's just say I have a few questions for this guy. He'll buy me a beer and explain his actions.
All right, then, but what about the car? I mean, will it make the trip?
Of course. I have an oil change and semi-new tires on the way. Enough cash to pay for gas and food.
Like, one way? What then?
Sell the car in California. Buy a bus ticket, come home. My mom wants to sell it anyway.
Oh, so you got it all figured out. You know, Marilyn's still gonna be pissed.
I know.
Yeah, I just don't like when she's pissed at me too, because, I mean, you know I'm a favorite, right?
Man, you've got no chance with my mom. Stop calling her Marilyn and hitting on her.
She's like,
Creeps me out.
I'm just saying.
Okay, guys, break's over. Come on in.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. See you in a few days, Marilyn.
Thanks for giving old Red a little bit of love.
Yeah, well, still don't want you driving this thing, but if you have
I'll be
to,
careful.
no drinking until you're 21. But that's not the hard rule. No drinking and driving. Ever. That's the hard rule. Have a great birthday.
I love you, Mom. All right, I'll see you in a few days. Oh, and remember, white cake, chocolate icing.
Got it. Stay in touch. Who am I kidding? He's not gonna stay in touch.
Are you sure this is a good idea? I mean, what if this hunker breaks down and your dad doesn't answer the door? He's like on vacation or
If I
something.
think about all of the problems, it'll never happen. I just have to do it.
But that's it. Like, you're not stopping to think.
Listen, sometimes you just have to do what you think is right. I need to talk to my father. I need to ask him this question. You know I don't have enough money for a bus ticket. I just have to drive and hope I'll make it.
Yeah, and if Old Red breaks down?
Then I hitch.
Look, I hope you got a good photo of yourself. I just don't want to see some dorky shot of some missing college kid on the news.
I'll cut it out.
Look, all right then. Best case scenario, you get to LA. You know, you find your dad, you get all the answers you want, you get a bus ticket and you come home.
That's the plan.
No. You get home, you have no car, and with no car means no job, and your mom's gonna be pissed.
Well, you get me a ride till I get a car, my mom gets over it, and we're done. Come on, help me set up the camp. So who's coming to hang out with you?
Nobody?
Come on, man, really.
Yeah, no. I've got some books, some beer, food, and a fire. I'm just gonna think for a few days and read.
So no girls, huh?
You ever read Kerouac?
Yeah.
Well, I've got Dharma Bombs. I've got On the Road, and after I'm done with those, I'm gonna read Walden Pond.
Kerouac and Thoreau, good stuff.
You know, for a few days, this is gonna be my Walden Pond.
Yeah, that's great and all, but, you know, can you come help me set up the tent and then we'll take some photos?
The camera's not too bad on here.
She's gonna love these. Hey. Okay, so I'm gonna send my mom pictures every day. Make sure she has no reason to drive up here, all right?
Don't mind if she comes up here, man.
Hey man, listen, I really appreciate you doing this for me.
It's no problem. And just stay safe out there.
All right. All right, all red. You know what to do. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go.
Where are you headed?
Los Angeles.
Tucson. Climb on in.
Sounds good to me.
I know that look. You figured, since you're giving me a ride, that I owe you something. Well, I don't.
I never said.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I want to be the singer in LA, and I have a friend that's willing to put me up for a year while I give it a whirl. Thing is, I have to get there on my own.
What about a bus? It's got to be safer than hitching.
Yeah, well, that was the plan. But my roommate in Tulsa ripped me off and then kicked me out of our apartment. So now I'm broke and hitching a ride to LA. Now I'm living my dream, okay?
Where do you sleep? How do you eat with no money?
What are you, writing my biography?
Just curious. Concerned, I guess.
Look, I have been getting leered at and propositioned since I was 15. I know what everything is worth, so don't worry about me. Just drive, please. I'm gonna close my eyes for a minute. And if I feel your hands on me, I will break your fingers and shove them up your ass.
Tell you what, you say thanks, I'll say you're welcome, and we'll be even.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Day 1. Setting up camp. She's gonna love this pic. Hey, Zeke. I just sent Mom the first pic. How's the camp?
It's all good so far, man. I'm just cooking some dinner by the fire and reading Dharma bombs.
Well, I made it to Missouri. I need to get back on the road.
Hey, travel safe and don't drive at night.
Don't worry. A few more hours and I'll get some rest. I'll talk to you tomorrow. What a guy.
So, what's in Tucson?
Catalina, actually. When I say that, nobody knows what I'm talking about. It's a suburb of Tucson.
Okay, so what's in Catalina?
My mother lives there. I come to visit about once a month.
That is really nice of you. I would not visit my mother once a month if she lived across the street.
Look, I don't feel right dropping you off in the middle of the highway at night.
Just drop me one of those all-night truck stops. I'll be all right.
I've got a better idea. I'll get you a room for the night.
What's the catch?
No catch. I just feel better knowing you had a place to sleep.
Nice, thanks.
Okay, here we are. There'll be a key waiting for you at the front desk. They have breakfast in the morning. It's not great, but it's filling.
This is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oklahoma state line. That's some sleep. Come on.
A boy needs his father. Am I doing the right thing keeping them apart?
Oh, God. Hello, Marilyn. Don't you think it's kind of late to be giving me a call?
Well, I don't want to be calling at all, David, but we need to talk.
Listen, Cindy's going to be back any minute with the dog. Can you make it quick?
I trust you remember that Thursday is Dave's 21st birthday.
Already? Wow. Time sure does fly when
You're
you're...
ignoring your son.
Listen, if you're calling to berate me, all right? I've heard this record over and over and over. Enough.
No, David. I'm calling because, despite my best efforts, your son wants to know you. He wants to see you, and there's not much I can do to stop him.
Listen, I don't have time to fly back there. You know that.
Well, that figures. I guess if he wants to see you, it'll have to be on your terms.
You know, listen, if Dave wants to come out here, he's welcome anytime.
Easy for you to say. I can't afford a flight to LA, neither can he. I guess you'll miss his 21st like you missed the last 12.
Hey, listen, I reached out to him on his 18th birthday, damn it.
Too late, David? Too damn late. Never mind.
Drunk and bitter. Nice. That boy needs to get away from her.
My son isn't getting anywhere near that jackass. Thank God he has no idea where to find that worthless SOB.
Wake up for me, sweetheart. Come on. Come on. Woo! Here we go, girl. All right.
Cake, icing, candles. Yeah, that's good. You know, I think I'm gonna take him that cake on his birthday. Surprise him. Yeah.
Hey, Mom, how's it going?
It's fine. Just wanted to make sure you and Zeke were having a good time and being safe.
Yeah, we're having a great time. We slept in the back of the Jeep last night. It was extremely uncomfortable.
It's safer than a tent. Glad you two decided to do that.
Yep, no bugs, no axe murders.
Well, I just wanted to let you know I saw the photos you sent. Thanks.
Great, I'll keep them coming. I gotta go, love you.
Love you too. See you in a few days. Bye.
Hope that doesn't happen anymore.
Can't see past the horizon, but you guess what it might hold. Live your life with the memories of a story that was told. Then a path becomes a calling, and the truth becomes the load, and you'll never know what happens at the end of the road. Yes, you'll never know what happens at the end of the road. you left behind. Hoping you'll be satisfied with the answers that you find. Struggling through the troubles, seeds that must be sown, and you'll never know what happened at the end of the road. Yes, you'll never know what happens at the end of the road.
So, do I start walking and hope for a ride? Or do I stay here for the night? Stay here.
For you as the sun begins to set. You keep on pushing forward, but you haven't found it yet. Your truth becomes a journey, like a river as it flows, and you'll never know what happens at the end of the road. Yes, you'll never know what happens at the end of the road. At the end of the road.
A man should be with his father on his 21st birthday. I gotta get over this. My son deserves it. Oh, he's gonna be so excited for this cake. It's gonna be delicious. Hi, Zeke. Where's my son?
Marilyn!
Where's Dave?
It's great to see you. Yeah, welcome to our campsite.
Where's my son?
I do not know. You know, he actually went to run errands because we're out of food. And you know how guys eat.
I know how guys lie. Where is he and when is he gonna be back?
I don't know.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Dave. Where are you?
Gassing up Old Red. She was running on fumes.
Well, I am at the campground with Zeke. I'll wait here till you get back. I have a surprise for you.
I don't really know how long I'll be gone. I need to go pick up some groceries.
Cut the shit, Dave. Where are you? Precisely. No more lies. If you're in New Albany, I'll wait here for you.
I'm in Arizona.
Why would you do this?
I had to. You wouldn't let me. You wouldn't even tell me where he lived. So I found out, and now I'm going.
Zeke! How did he find out where David lives?
It's not like he was hiding or anything, you know?
You know, I came here to tell Dave I would buy him a plane ticket to LA. I decided maybe it was best he saw his father.
Wait, so you knew where Dave's father lived?
Of course. We talk now and then.
Okay, maybe that's something you should have told Dave.
Mind your own business.
You know, I have some Kerouac to read, so.
I'm sorry. Did you at least try to talk him out of it?
Until I was blue in the face. He's dead set on this. When you get back, I'm gonna kick your ass.
What in the world was she doing there?
She said she wanted to surprise you with a plane ticket to LA.
You should have seen the look on her face when she got the news.
Yeah, I hate that, but she was going to find out anyway. And the plane ticket would have been nice to know about last week.
She said she'd been talking to your dad. They probably came up with it together.
Wait, what do you mean? She didn't even know where he was. Man, I've got to go. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure?
I'm headed to Los Angeles, and I honestly don't know how I'm gonna get there now.
I'm headed to LA if you want to lift.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Cool.
David, your son is on his way to Los Angeles to see you.
I had no idea he knew where I lived.
Well, he's smart and you aren't exactly in witness protection.
When do you think he's gonna be here?
He's in Arizona. So, assuming Old Red doesn't break down.
Wait a minute. What the hell? He's driving Old Red?
He's smart and determined. His birthday's Thursday. I'd expect him by then.
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, I'll call you when he gets here.
Don't bother. I plan on talking to him myself. Goodbye.
What a bitch.
So what's your name?
I'm Cassidy. And before you asked, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm going to LA to be a singer.
And Okie headed for California. It's a classic story, but unfortunately not the truth anymore. You know, if Tom Joad was still alive, he'd be headed back to Oklahoma, since California's become a 21st century dust bowl. So no singing jobs in Tulsa?
Tulsa's strictly small time. All right, your turn. Short version, please.
Name's Dave, from New Albany, Indiana. Headed to LA, I'm gonna find my father.
Yeah, okay, that's enough. Short version. I didn't really get a lot of sleep last night. You mind if I close my eyes for a minute?
Go ahead.
What the hell is this? I got one bed, a hot meal at home. Yeah, I'm going for bars tonight. Yeah.
Why didn't you wake me up?
You didn't ask me to, so I didn't presume to do so.
Thank you.
We're almost at the California border, so we should be in LA around 3 hours or so.
You know, I appreciate the ride. I really do. But what on earth possessed you to drive that car from Indiana to Los Angeles?
I have my reasons.
Is it something about your dad? What's his story?
Well, the car was a gift to my parents on their wedding day, and I was conceived in it.
In the back seat?
I suppose. I was really only there at the strictest life begins at conception sense.
Yikes. All right, front seat for me from now on.
Well, about 12 years ago, my father left my mother and me, and he moved to LA. I haven't heard a word from him since.
Harsh.
So Thursday's my 21st birthday. I figured I'd take that car, drive to LA, make the old man buy me a beer, and explain why he left me and my mother in such a lurch.
It's kind of poetic.
Just a bit.
Wait, you have never had a beer?
Nope.
And you're a college boy, you got that look. And probably a virgin. That fits.
Well, let's just say I know my way around the park. I've just never camped there.
I knew you weren't a perv when I got in that old beater.
Yeah, I'm sure you have to be pretty selective when you're hitching rides. Anyway, that's my story, so what's yours?
All right. So, I have this train wreck of a mother. She's divorced and we live in this trailer. I think things are as bad as they can get. And then she marries this meth dealer douchebag. And things get a lot worse, if you know what I mean. I can sing. At least that's what the manager where my mom works told me, but she works at a strip joint, so I'm not quite sure how much stock to put in his opinion. I'm pretty sure he was just waiting for me to turn 21, so he wouldn't feel weird asking me to strip. I'm pretty sure he wanted other stuff too, but I don't know. I mean, he was being so nice to me, telling me I could sing and stuff.
Maybe you can sing, but you're pretty, so that's a good combo.
All right, don't get pervy on me now.
I think you know what a perv looks like.
Yeah. There's this girl named Julie. She's 25. Used to work with my mom. About a year ago, she moved to LA and said that if I ever wanted to pursue my singing career, that I could stay with her.
Seems like a nice girl.
Yeah. After one groping too many, I decided to bunk with an old roommate, or old girlfriend. She ended up stealing all my money to buy meth. Yeah. So I threw some clothes in a backpack and started hitching.
Where's the backpack?
Stolen. Yeah. Some guy gave me a ride and decided I owed him something. Put his hands on me. So I just punched him and I jumped out of the car and I forgot my backpack.
Sounds like an asshole.
Yeah, well, he wasn't the worst. I won't tell you the worst.
So then why'd you hitch a ride with me?
I knew. A couple of nights ago, I got a ride from a really nice guy. You remind me of him. Just living, helping folks out when you can.
All right. Time to hit the road.
I still don't know what possessed you to drive that car to Los Angeles.
Says the woman hitching rides from Tulsa.
Good one.
Hello? Oh, we were just going to call and give our grandson an early happy birthday wish. He did what? Oh, no, I won't tell him. Give me a call when you hear from Dave.
Won't tell him what?
It's Dave. He's going to be out of town for his birthday. There's no need for us to pay a visit.
His 21st birthday and he won't be here? Where's he going? What's going on?
He's just spending a week with friends. I guess he's too old to spend his birthday with his mother and his old grandparents.
Well, I think I'll give Dave a call and wish him a happy birthday.
Don't bother. He took old Red and is driving to Los Angeles.
To see that miserable piece of shit father of his? Who agreed to this?
Nobody. He did it on his own.
Damn it, Martha, he had to have help. He doesn't know where Dave lives.
Apparently he does, and he wants to speak to his father.
I suppose we're paying for it like everything else.
For the last damn time, Ron, I did not support David. I was supporting our daughter and our grandson.
If you thought it was the right thing to do, you would have told me.
It was the right thing to do, and I didn't tell you because your hatred for that man was interfering with your judgment. Marilyn and Dave didn't want my help. They needed our help.
That's right. You took our money and played the hero while I looked like an asshole. You lied to me. Then when we needed some extra money to save the house, it was gone.
I'm sorry I lied to you, but I'm not sorry for the rest of it.
Then what? David drives to Los Angeles, meets his fun dad, and they spend the next 10 years surfing. Marilyn doesn't see him again, and he doesn't even come back for our funerals.
You are going to have to forgive us one of these days.
Hey.
Not now, Zeke.
Yeah, this can't wait.
What can't wait? Make it quick.
All right, I will. You have no right to be mad at Dave.
What did you say to me?
Look, you hate his dad, fine. But he has a right to see the man. And since you lied to him and kept his father's location a secret, look, we had to find him. And he had to lie to you.
Get out of my house.
Gladly.
And don't come back.
And you know I'm right. That's why you changed your mind.
So, where does your friend live?
Off of Roscoe near the 405. If that means anything to you?
Not a thing.
Yeah, it's in the valley, Van Nuys.
Oh, my father lives in the valley, Sherman Oaks. Yeah, I mean, if your friend's close by, I could always drop you off.
Yeah, about that. Before my backpack and my phone were stolen, I called to let her know I was on the way. Her number was no longer in service.
Maybe she got a new phone, forgot to tell you.
Yeah, or she changed her mind. Guess I'll find out soon.
Yeah.
What do I do, man? The sun's coming out here and I don't have any answers for him. At least Cindy's not in the picture. She doesn't have to put up with any of this bullshit. I just hope he doesn't hate me. I hope. Yeah, hi, Marilyn. Yeah, I just need to know, did you tell him where I live?
I already told you. He's smart, and he figured it out himself.
And I'm sure you taught him how to hate me.
I just told him the truth.
Yeah, your truth.
Well, I told him when times got tough, you walked out and never looked back. Does that sound like my truth or the truth?
What do I do?
Why don't you run? It's what you're good at.
Have a nice day, Marilyn.
I was hoping we'd be in Los Angeles by dark.
Well, if we have to get a motel room, it's 2 beds. You got it?
Motel room? I don't have enough money for a motel room. I've been stopping at rest areas and just sleeping in the car.
At least you're out of the cold.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. You could take the back seat. I have an extra pillow and blanket.
What about you?
I'll take the front seat. It reclines.
Still beats last night's accommodations. I'll stay here. You get the back seat.
Okay. Plan is get to a rest area, freshen up, get some sleep.
Good plan.
Mom.
Dave, are you okay?
Yeah. I'm at a rest stop near 29 Palms. I'm gonna stop and get a few hours of sleep.
At a rest stop. Are you sure that's safe?
Well, it looks like I don't have any choice. Listen, I've gotta go. I'll call you tomorrow. Bye.
You sounded kind of cold talking to your mom.
You know, I'm gonna need you to mind your own business. I didn't mean to be so short with you earlier.
You speak to me with more respect than anyone I've ever met. You don't have to apologize for getting pissed. If I'm not prying too much, how come you're so cold with your mom?
She made a decision for me that she thought was best. I get that, but it was my decision to make.
About seeing your dad?
Yeah. I deserve the right to be treated like a man by my father. I want him to buy me a beer. I want him to explain his actions. Not to anyone else but me.
Kind of lucky. At least you care what happened to your dad. God, I hated mine. I hate the new guy. I hate the bitch. If I never hear a word from any of them again, it'll be too soon.
I guess I am lucky, because I sure as shit don't envy that.
Good night, Dave.
Good night, Cassidy. Hope we find your friend tomorrow.
Me too.
Maybe I'll go down to San Diego. Go to the track. Catch a couple of bars. Have a good time. Take a duck. And I get the call from Cindy. Hey, there's some kid sleeping in a red car, this hunk of shit in front of the house. Should I call the police? What, it's an abandoned car. What am I? Oh my God. Time to face the music, my man. Time to face the music, brother.
So, peanut butter gonna?
Yeah, I know. I had a cooler. Ice cold drinks, sandwiches, but I ran out when I hit Springfield, Missouri.
Figures.
Yeah. Why, you don't like peanut butter?
No, it was fine yesterday.
Yeah, I know. It gets tiring after a while. But when you're hungry.
Oh my God, please don't misunderstand. A warm, safe place to sleep and peanut butter sandwiches. All of this is wonderful. I have slept in the cold and eaten nothing all day. I really appreciate it.
Well, if you get sick of peanut butter, I have some crackers.
Sandwiches are fine.
So what happens if your friend doesn't show? Then what?
I really don't know. I'm all in with this. If she's not there, I have no plan B. What about you? You get to your dad's house and he's in Hawaii for 2 weeks.
Well, figure, park outside the house, sit and wait.
Well, if the cops are anything like they are in Tulsa, they won't let you sleep in your car in front of someone's house.
Well, then I'll park in the driveway. I mean, I'm his son after all.
At least you have plan B.
Yeah.
If it falls that way, maybe you wouldn't mind a front seat roommate.
How about this? As long as I'm in LA, you can sleep right there.
Well, at least until you sell it, right?
Yeah. Fortunately, I do have to sell Old Red to get a bus ticket back home.
It's quite a plan, though. You know where it starts and where it ends.
And the hardest part's getting there. Jeez, this $4.50 a gallon turned my wallet upside down.
You don't have a credit card?
Nope. Figured if I couldn't pay for the trip, I shouldn't go on it.
But a credit card would pay for the trip.
No, it wouldn't. I'd wind up deferring all those payments. Cost 5 times as much. So, I saved up. Once I hit my mark, I was good to go. $4.50 a gallon, though. That wasn't really in the cards. I hope you like peanut butter sandwiches.
Yeah.
Still no answer. Thanks.
Maybe she didn't answer because she didn't recognize the number?
Maybe.
So what was your best day on this trip?
A best day. Hitchhiking through Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Arizona. Hot days, freezing nights. A best day.
All right, a best moment.
I guess it was when that guy gave me a ride and then got me a motel room for the night. Didn't ask for a thing in return.
Bed and a shower. Man, that sounds nice.
Slept for 12 hours. I took a shower that ran out all the hot water in the motel. It was a nice moment. Don't ask me about a worse moment.
I wasn't. Well, since you're asking, my best moment was when I met this singer from Tulsa.
I didn't think we were talking about our moments. Come up with something that happened before you met me.
You know, you might not believe this, but it was when my mother called me. I was heading to LA. She had found out.
I don't understand.
She finally understood that I could make my own decisions when it came to my father. I mean, man, I hurt her. God, I felt so bad, but at least she finally understood my resolve.
Petrified forest, Grand Canyon, biggest ball of twine. And that's your best memory.
I couldn't afford to do any of those things. I'm on a mission, and my mom knows that. It's a memory that we're going to share for a very, very long time.
In a couple of hours, we'll both know whether or not it was worth it.
What if they get along? What if my son decides to stay in Los Angeles with his father? What if I've lost him for good?
That's a lot of what ifs.
What are you doing here? I'm pretty sure I told you to stay away.
Yeah, I know. But I promised Dave that I'd rake the backyard while he's gone.
He can do it himself when he gets home.
Yeah, but I told him I'd do it, if that's okay with you.
Sure. Thanks. And about what you said earlier, you were out of line.
But someone had to say it. Have you spoken with him today? Wished him happy 21st?
He said he'd call me when he got to LA.
Hey, don't worry. He's coming home.
How do you know?
He'll get tired of his dad's bullshit pretty quick. And traffic sucks in LA.
Does suck. Thanks, Zeke, for everything.
Nice Nice neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey, Mom. I made it to LA, safe and sound.
That's great news. Have you seen your father?
Not just yet. I'm helping out a friend first.
A friend. How in the world?
It's a long story, but I'll tell you when I get back. Just say happy birthday and I'll call you tomorrow.
Happy birthday. I love you, son.
I love you too. Bye. How'd it go?
They kicked her out. She wasn't paying her share of the rent.
Day?
Yeah, 2 girls. They're strippers. It's a 2-bedroom place with a sofa sleeper. There wouldn't have been room for me anyway.
So the offer was bogus.
Yeah. But it may turn out all right.
Really?
Yeah. They need a 3rd person to help pay the bills now.
Oh. Wait, you don't have any money.
They said they could get me a job at the strip club. Oh, okay, no, bartending, not stripping. I won't do that. But low-cut tops, draft beer, lots of tips. That I can do.
But can you trust them?
What choice do I have? Thank you so much for getting me here.
Here's my number. Call me when you get a chance. I want to know how everything's going. Just, I hope it goes well for you.
I mean, nice weather, job, place to live. Maybe things will turn out all right.
What about your singing career?
Oh, I'm a realist. Place to live, job, and food. I mean, after that, I can start dreaming.
You know, I'm about to meet a guy who couldn't quite get those things in the proper order. Don't let them take advantage of you.
Feel like a good guy.
Persistent son of a bitch. Yeah.
You might not recognize me, but I'm your son.
Yeah, I know who you are. You came all the way out here for some sort of an apology and wasted a trip. All right? My house, my rules. I don't want any bullshit. No fights, no arguments, nothing. I respect you, you respect me. You got it? Come on. Yeah, I know what day it is. 21st birthday beer, huh? You know, you really shouldn't have come out here. Your mom's gonna be worried about you.
What do you care about my mother being worried?
More than you know.
We have a hell of a way of showing it.
Maybe I do. But I never fucking lied to you.
Yeah, you never lied to me, but you're still a coward.
Maybe I am.
There's no maybe about it.
So you mean to tell me you drove 2,000 miles in that hunk of shit to come out here just to tell me I'm a coward?
Well, I didn't really know why I was coming out here. But now that you reminded me, yeah, I wanted to call you a coward. Right to your face.
Well, now that you did, why don't you go home?
Before I do, there is one more thing. Why?
Why? It's a big question from such a little word, isn't it?
I've waited 12 years. I drove 2,000 miles. And that's my answer.
Feeling any better? Want to know why? Well, I was angry, hurt, lost. Thought your mother hated me. I know your grandparents hated me. I just had to get away.
Never occurred to you what you left behind?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, well, it sure seemed that way.
I convinced myself it was better for you and your mother if I was just gone.
You know how many nights I stayed up thinking it was because of me? You know what that does to an 8-year-old kid?
You know, when you're selfish, you only think of yourself. You don't think about how others feel. Just kind of put it out of your mind.
I mean, your wife, your son, they were struggling. Did that never occur to you?
What do you want me to say? If I had another chance, I'd do it different?
I mean, she cried. She cried for months. Another chance. You don't have a chance. Not with her, not with me.
So this is it. You came all the way out here to blame it on me and call me a coward.
I came out here to do something you never had the courage to do. And I did it. So now I'm leaving.
And there it is. How you gonna get back? You can't drive that old car, man.
I figured I'd just sell it, buy a bus ticket. Well, I put an ad out for it. I haven't heard any calls yet.
How much is a bus ticket?
$250.
I'll buy the car for that.
You'll buy Old Red.
I'll buy Old Red.
You don't owe me anything.
I don't know anybody a damn thing. You get to get home, and I get a car, all right?
You don't deserve my thanks. But you did face me, so I guess you're not as much of a coward as I thought.
You're welcome. It took a lot of balls to come out here, face your demons. I guess I'm the demon. I respect that. You know, we'll never have a father and son relationship, we know that. As cliche as it may sound, maybe someday we could be friends.
I don't know if we could be friends. Maybe we could be acquaintances.
That's a start.
I'll be right back and maybe we can have another beer.
You got it.
How'd it go?
Good. I thought about punching him in the face, but I didn't. Oh, and he offered to buy old Red.
I always wanted that car. Kinda makes me want to tell him to go to hell.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
I guess, as long as he gives you enough money for a bus ticket home.
It is. I should leave later today and be back by Sunday.
So you are coming home?
Of course I am. I'll see you on Sunday.
Okay. Let me know when I can pick you up at the bus station, okay?
I'll probably talk to you before then, but I love you, Mom. Thanks for raising me. I know it wasn't easy.
I love you too. Be safe, okay? And I'll see you soon.
You lied to me. I'm not mad. You did it to protect me.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Okay, I'll talk to you Sunday. Love you. Bye-bye.
Who's that?
Marilyn. She talked to Dave. He made it to Los Angeles, talked to his father, and now he's headed home.
When does he get back?
Sunday.
You know, I always knew old Red had a lot of miles left in her. I'm just glad the asshole never got his hands on that car.
Hector, how you doing, my man?
Hey, want a beer? No thanks. I'm on the clock.
What do you think?
1999, 250,000 miles, rough interior and exterior. David, $200. I'll take it back to the yard and I'll part it out.
You know, my son drove that hunk of shit all the way out here from Indiana. The balls on that kid, huh?
Wow.
200. I think that's fair. You know what? Maybe I'll just keep it. You know, if he ever comes back out again, you'll need a set of wheels. It's LA, right?
Well, yeah. You never know. If you change your mind, you got my number.
I appreciate it, man.
I'll see myself out.
I appreciate it. Take care of yourself, Hector.
You got it.
Good man. You never know. Just never know.
The end of the road, it's where every journey goes. But the story must continue, that's what everybody knows. Oh, try to find an answer on the path that you chose to the end of the road. That's where you go. And you'll never know what happened. At the end of the road.